it's Jess. Welcome back to the Not Carrie Bradshaw YouTube channel. I am bringing you guys along with me for my total wellness journey, and in this video I'm sharing with you how things are going on a physical level with regard to implementing these high impact workouts. Today I had to actually go see an orthopedic doctor about my knees. That makes me feel so old and just even more out of shape than I already felt. We started with my trainer back in late August. It is now October, and my knees have been at this level of dull soreness ever since we started. And I was putting it off, thinking that, okay, well, this is just my body getting used to the workouts. But my mom visited me here in New York a couple weeks ago, last week, I think. And just from walking around, sightseeing, window shopping with her, my knee was on fire by the time we got back to my apartment, to the extent that I had to actually elevate and ice it. And my mom made me promise that I would make an appointment with my doctor, which I did. That appointment was today, and I felt even more ridiculous because it basically just comes down to the fact that I need to stretch more. Which brings me to the point of this video. So back when Beyonce, Queen of Our Lives, released the documentary for Homecoming, one of the things that she said that stuck out to me the most during the behind the scenes footage was that we don't like to practice because we don't like to look stupid. I'm gonna be real, that's why I don't like to stretch, because it makes me feel overweight. It makes me feel like I look so stupid. I hate doing it. I can't bend very far or very well. Like, I've never been a super flexible person, but what flexibility I had, I've kind of lost. And to have to stretch just makes me feel like I look even worse. And it's really just a vanity thing. It's an ego thing. But if I don't get over that, if I don't put vanity aside and actually stretch, I'm gonna continue to be in pain and I'm gonna mess up my knees because my workouts are getting more intense. I'm doing jump squats, walking lunges, burpees, which are the death of my life. You know, so many things that are high impact on my knees. And it's important for me to stretch so that I don't do permanent damage to my body while my intention is to improve my health. But it's such a mindset that we have that we don't want to look stupid, we don't want to fail, and it stops us from even taking the first step to start something because you don't want to look bad. You don't want to put anything out until it's absolutely perfect. But something that I've come to realize since starting this project, since starting this campaign, since committing to doing my podcast more regularly, you have to be willing to just do it anyway, and done is better than perfect. You can build your way up to perfection, but you have to be willing to look crazy for a little bit or for however long until you get to a place of perfection. Speaking of Beyonce, how many times do you think she had to go over and over and over and over those routines before they became second nature for her? All of this comes down to practice and commitment. And while you're building, while you're practicing, learning to be consistent, while you're learning all of these life-changing tools of how to eat more productively, of how to take care of your body, all of that requires practice, and that means that sometimes you're just gonna look stupid. When my videographer sent me the first edits of the very first video that we did, the intro video at the very start of this, I felt so embarrassed. I did not realize how big I actually was until I saw it on that video. And it freaked me out, and I was just like, I don't want to put this out. I don't want people to see me at my worst, you know, and that in and of itself is such a bad thing to say about yourself, but it's important to me to be transparent with you guys about how I feel about this process. Seeing myself in these workout videos is even more of a wake-up call for me, because I think I can make myself look and feel comfortable from the day-to-day or when I do shoots for my site or for my Instagram, because I know how to work angles, I know how to dress my body. It's completely different to see yourself in motion in athletic gear and to really see like, oh, okay, I've really let myself go. And it feels embarrassing, but it's also necessary, because it's important to me to show the transparency of what this journey is. So I can either allow that fear of looking stupid, of looking huge, stop me from progressing, or I can allow that to motivate me to want to do better in terms of taking care of myself. Another thing too is I got a breast reduction back in November. I'm coming up on a year now. I'm not trying to do that again. It was one of the best things I've ever done for myself. I went from an H to a D because they were just causing me severe back pain because I'm 5'2" and I wore an H. And after everything healed up and I went for my follow-up appointment, I asked them, like, what do I need to do to make sure I don't have to do this again? And it's really about managing your weight. So that's all the more reason why I want to stick with this, because again, it was one of the best decisions I ever made, but it ain't nothing I'm trying to do again. So I said all of that to say, I was watching something the other day. In case y'all don't know, I love TV, so I can't even keep up with where the quote came from, but if a journey is 1,000,000 miles, you have to at least take the first step. So that's what I want to present to you guys today. You may feel like you look insane. You may feel like you look stupid. You may feel like you look like flubber, which is what I felt. I feel like if you cut me open, I would just be filled with jello. But you still have to start somewhere. And also, people are not thinking about you the way you're thinking about you. I know a lot of times I'm in the gym and I'm doing certain moves where I feel super self-conscious about my form and, oh, everybody must think I look so stupid. Don't nobody care about you. I promise they don't. Because think about it, are you actually paying attention to anybody else in the gym? No, who cares? So if you on your journey are experiencing these moments where you just feel like you don't want to practice because you don't want to look stupid, push through it and just know that it's worth it to at least start, because I had to actually go to a doctor because I didn't want to look stupid stretching. That's ridiculous. I didn't even realize that I was that vain as a person that I would do that to myself. So I'm gonna have to commit to stretching even when my trainer is not there to make me do it. And then too, if you push yourself to go work out after work or whenever and you do like an hour workout, you just don't damn feel like stretching. You just want to be done, okay? But it's important to take that extra step to take care of yourself. This is all about building your body up to a healthier form and a more productive version of your body. You have to stretch too. I've made my peace with it. I'm not happy about it, but I will be. The doctor showed me some really beneficial stretches that I can do to make sure that, he said something about blood flow. I don't know, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep pushing through. I've been doing almost a full week of logging my food into the Lose It app. I have gone over my caloric budget a couple days, but I'm also not putting in my steps, so I may not be as bad off as I think I am. However, I'm sticking with that. All of this is a learning process, so I'm doing the best that I can not to be discouraged. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you guys know that I had to actually go to an orthopedic doctor today because I do not have Megan Thee Stallion's knees. And I'm just gonna keep pushing and praying that this will all be worth it, as I know that it will. So stay tuned and I'll talk to you guys soon.